Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 36. Young lady. He's mine.
Now a run with Anderson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now a carry here for their fullback. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, exit. Hey, Jet, get it.
2nd and 9 now. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Look at me. Go.
Just like that. Show it up.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Sam off.
On 3rd down, Elliott. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7, Jets nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike tight. Red 80.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Anderson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Anderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run. Anderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Slips.
On first down, Bell, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Go sack. 54. The lady. 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown! Le'Veon Bell. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger ones.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On second down, it's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20. 10, and touchdown! Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check 3, check 3.
6-6, pull it high.
53, check 53. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry, get it.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, here we go. Ladies. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety.
Darnold down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Tighten up. Check. Fresno.
Darnold from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
I got you, boy. Watch twins.
Go. Fight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Elliott. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Look, squeeze.
Second and 5. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Line 54. Rip right.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
That script is a good one for them. They go to Elliott again. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for the touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. 59 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You're out.
Kill.
Hey.
Watch the shit. Hey.
Again, it's Elliott. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 73 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Fair. Get it.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Turn 2 stop.
50 seconds to mine. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Hey, Sam off.
Time go.
Fire.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Coming after you. Check 3.
Protein spill.
53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go.
Kill.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Check. 59. Ready? Keep it up. Undercrush.
On 1st down, Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again, it's Bell. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's now 3rd and 10.
We're going to start.
59. Mark. Check. 59. Watch the run.
Lady.
Baby shot.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let it.
Watch 57. Double dog, double dog. That's the way.
Score, score. Hey, wahoo. Yes, yes.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Check three.
Now a run with Anderson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hard.
Watch the safety creep. 36. Check four.
Be careful.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You're out.
Switch.
Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shift.
Fair.
Showing it.
Hey, Delta.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Willis picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Ready? 15-1. 15-1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Rush in.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Anderson a first down and more. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it.